Welcome YouTube. Today is currently 3:11 a.m. It's Tuesday. It is the last day of the month of August, and Wednesday we're going to cross into September. And the 3-day candle is going to also close with the monthly. I wanted to bring to your attention a few charts. So here is the Bitcoin index. Here's the 3-month, and if you guys know, what I've said in a previous video is basically one of Gann's rule is whenever we start crossing the bottom, it's the definition of a bear market. 3 months, okay, 3-month cycle, okay. Whenever we break this bottom right here, we've held here, we've held here, and we've held here. We're still in a bull market by definition. Okay, but we're kind of ranging, and we're going to get into the other charts right here. This is the 3-month chart. Still definition of bull market though. We have to break this low for us to be defined in a bear market. So keep that in mind. I also wanted to bring to your attention the year to date. So this is a yearly chart. Every candle is a year, right? So this is what we have on non-log scale. How's log scale look? I just use no log scale, but yeah, this is the year, currently the years. Still looking decent. We have 4 months to close. Okay, and now let's shift the attention here to the monthly chart and see how it correlates. So if you actually click the bottom here, bottom left to all, and again, this is the Bitcoin, the total history of Bitcoin minus a few months for the inception. Bitcoin inception was actually in 2009. And this one gives us data for like 2010 or something like that. But anyways, so here's the monthly chart. You can see that the VPA, most of the volume is all the way down here at about 1300. Okay, and then you take a look at the volume. Okay, with volume activity, April, a nice little volume activity in April, and then the tops, November, December. Okay, so that's the monthly chart. And the real question that you want to ask in relations to these two charts is, in 4 months, where's the price going to be? Where do you think the price is going to be in 4 months? So that's going to be right here, January. Do you think it's going to be below? Do you think it's going to break and come down? Or do you think it's going to break the top? Or do you think it's going to be within the range of the price action? Next chart that I want to take a look at, this right here is actually volume, but I put it on the line because it's nice to have, and there's a reason why I have the RSI pulled up on this one. So Connie Brown has a rule. She has RSI rules, and basically 60 to 65 is characterized as the resistance for the RSI. Okay, so 60 to 65, and you can see that we have found resistance or reaction on the 60. So the next step that we're going to anticipate is the 40 to 45 zone for BTC, and see if we can find a double bottom on the RSI. But yeah, that's going to be in a few weeks, so definitely stay tuned, definitely subscribe to the channel. And again, this is going to be the weekly chart. The weekly chart is the 5 years, so bottom left, same thing. And the volume node is basically 7,000. Okay, 7,269. And also, if you take a look at the weekly chart, if you guys know the VPA in the Discord, there's going to be a link in the description. Free of charge currently right now, but we'll see what happens here. Like, this is basically all the notes that's from the VPA book, and the candlestick patterns, we have everything basically figured out right here. So this was the hanging man candle. The psychology of this pattern is basically that people have a lot of they bought it up, and now we start to, it's called a hanging man. Okay, and once we break this low, the trend basically shifts, and so we want to use this in conjunction or connection with the daily chart. The daily chart, you're looking for the rule of 3. I want to take a look at the daily chart and enlarge it, because the daily chart's the yearly, and something's really interesting here with the yearly. See, the year has basically found a bottom. Right here is actually September, and we're coming right into September, right guys? This is year to date, so 1 year ago. Okay, and then also if we click the year to date is also the daily chart. So this was January, last January. And so again, with the rule of three, we want to be breaking either this low or this top, and this is the smaller range. Same rules, right? Same rules apply, just like at the yearly chart. Same rules apply with the daily chart. And so right now we're kind of in a range. Yesterday we had a big day. 369 was the drop on yesterday's date. So that's all I wanted to take a look at for Bitcoin at this current time. But what's brought to my attention is the total versus, let's take a look at the monthly here. The total versus Bitcoin. So you see how Bitcoin is lagging the altcoins. So this is basically the altcoins. Total 2 is the altcoins, and you can see that we're actually closer. We're closer to the top on either the total and the total 2 versus Bitcoin. Bitcoin's way down here, whereas the total is up here. So basically what you're seeing is that the altcoins are gaining steam. We also have the Bitcoin dominance right here at 43, which is very, very bad. I mean, this month we're down 10% just on BTC, which basically means that people are either selling their Bitcoins for USDT or for altcoins. And altcoins are showing an uptrend, or a larger uptrend, I should say, versus the Bitcoin index. And there's also this one right here that I'll keep up. Wow. So the USDT is also going down. So you guys can really understand, if you know the cycles or the money flow, that if this chart goes down, people are buying either Bitcoin or altcoins. And you can see that Bitcoin also went down. So altcoins are really going up right now. And specifically, I'm not going to cover in this video, but I do have a dominance list. So definitely stay tuned for that as well, because we're going to get into all these great dominance coins in the crypto space. Okay, so we can see that what's the others is a big DeFi, total DeFi, you know, BNB is 3%. And so Ethereum's a big one too, 18%. And so yeah, that's what we've got so far. And you can see that a little bit. Ethereum's, you know, losing a little bit of steam here at the top. ADA was a big gainer, guys. Big gainer this month. And so yeah, we just want to be basically be aware of these coins. And so yeah, BTC dominance not looking that great, not gonna lie. So here's the weekly chart. If we break this low, I mean, like, seriously, if we break this low, it's not looking good for BTC, because what you want to see here is an impulse up. We have like 5 waves right here, and then this was like the C wave. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. Look at this huge. This is where money flow, 2017, 16, 17, money flowed right into the altcoins. And you can see obviously that we've gained steam in mastering the basics. We've gained steam on the total, huge steam. So basically the altcoins, at least one or a few of them, is literally taking the money flow. We're talking about trillions of dollars right now, guys. 2 trillion, $3 trillion. And so what altcoins are actually gaining dominance? And definitely stay tuned for that video as well. If you haven't seen my other video on trading psychology, where we talk about our multiples and definitely watch that video. It's on psychology as well. Okay, so anything else that I can cover here? Nope, I'm pretty sure that's it. And just keep in mind again that the monthly chart is closing, okay, in 16 hours. Okay, so this is, so far, this is what it is. And yeah, so have a great day, and keep this chart up, the monthly chart, right? Anything else that's coming up right here? So this Friday we have the 5-daily candle, and this Saturday we have another 3-day candle. Have we covered the 3-day candle? I don't think so. Let me just go ahead and take a look at the 3-day chart right before we end off the stream. So this is the 3-day chart on the total. We've been consolidating for the past few days. And this is basically how trends change. First, they go up, uptrend or downtrend, and then they balance off, where supply and demand is about the same. Okay, so you want to watch and look for the same formations. Now the total chart's not a chart to trade, but look at the trend, it's still beautiful. The one to trade is either the individual coin. So the way you want to use the total in an index is that you chart the index, you look for a very edge, a great edge, and then you narrow down and zone in on an individual. So it could be an altcoin that you're watching, like ADA or something like that, right? Or even Bitcoin, just BTC. And so you want to see if we're going to break these lows right here, because the rule of three states that if we break this, we're in a downtrend, and if we break this, we're in an uptrend. So this is really the low that you want to break if you're a bear. And then the next resistance that you're going to be looking for is like down here. But excuse me, the way I look at time frames is that I just basically go up to the weekly time frame, and that's going to show you your next trend. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll cover a new video later. Okay, peace.